Hello and welcome to your Qigong practice for today. Today we're going to do a bit of a midday, let's call it a midday energy chi reset, resetting your energy so that you've got energy to do whatever you need to do through the rest of the day. Sometimes we kind of hit a midday, maybe early afternoon crash. So let's reset our energy. And one of the best ways to do that is with some deep belly, I can't even say it, deep belly breathing. So placing your hands over your belly, start to inhale and exhale through the nose. So as you inhale, the belly expands into the hands. As you exhale through the nose, the belly softens back towards the spine. Nice, slow, even breathing in and out through the nose. Honoring whatever works for your body today. So if I do any movements that don't work for you, please modify them or skip them altogether. You could always come back to deep belly breathing. We spend a lot of our days breathing shallowly from the chest. And what that does is that keeps our energy locked up in this area, and that helps contribute to neck and shoulder tightness and stiffness. And when we bring our breath down here to the belly, that brings the energy down. We're sending breath into those muscles to help open and release the tightness. All right, beautiful. Let's release that. And something that's really great, also a somatic movement that's great any time of the day where you've got some stress, is shake it off. And so release those hands, those wrists, the arms. Give your whole body a shake. You can bounce into the heels. They can come off the floor or stay on the floor, whatever works for you. And we can be holding some heaviness, so let's mouth exhale. That helps to release stress, also helps to purge the tightness from the muscles. So we're going to inhale through the nose and open the mouth and like like a big sigh. One more. Beautiful. Just release. And just notice how your energy is moving already. You may feel some buzzing and tingling in your arms and in your hands. Beautiful. Another way to get the stress and tightness off the neck and shoulders is we're going to do drop and turn. So bring your hands up. Palms are facing up. We're just going to drop the arms. Now we're going to go again. Arms up. Now this time slightly different. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to turn out to the right. Left arm is behind, right arm, sorry, left arm's in front, right arm is in behind. Then we bend the knees, we come back to center, we straighten the legs. Now we're going to turn out to the left, right arm in front, left in back. So we nose inhale to center and we mouth exhale to the sides. So you're blowing away that stress. Mouth exhales help purge tightness and tension in the muscles. We're getting the legs warmed up. Turning on the hips and the waist, we generally like to move from the center. One more to each side. We'll come back to center and let the arms drop. Fantastic. Awesome. Now let's get into a wider leg stance. We're going to do wide leg knocking on the door of life with a weight shift from side to side. So as you bring your weight over to your left leg, you're turning towards the right and you're knocking the arms across the body. Then we shift the weight and we knock. Getting the energy moving in the spine. We're knocking on the kidneys at the low back. They're known as, in Chinese medicine, the kidneys located at the low back. They're the batteries of the body. Shift that weight from side to side. Beautiful. And then we're just going to release this, slow it down. Just let the arm swing gently. Beautiful. And let's give ourselves a whole body warm up. As we're in this wide-legged stance, we're going to turn and look over our left shoulder. Your right arm is straight, so our arms are pressing against the leg. Right arm is straight, and it helps you turn just a little more to look over that left shoulder. And we hold this and we breathe. Get a nice little spinal twist here. Then we're going to inhale back to center. Exhale, turn. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. Left arm straight, pressing into that left leg, helping you stretch just a little bit further. Always within your comfort zone. Let's inhale back to center, and we're going to turn this into a flow. So another inhale, and as you exhale, you turn. Inhale to center. Exhale to turn. Inhale. Exhale. Continuing at a pace that works for you. One more to each side. Inhale to center. We're going to pause here. We're going to straighten the legs. Come over into a forward fold. Release through the upper back, neck, release through the low back. Feel that nice stretch in your legs. Then we're going to bend through the knees, and we're very slowly going to roll up. Then one hand over the back of the other, we're going to come up into a gentle back bend. Squeeze the buttocks, push the hips forward. Then inhale up, we're going to go into a flow. Exhale forward and down again. Bend those knees as you inhale, roll back up. We exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up. Full body flow stretches all the major muscle groups in the body. Through the back when we come down, and through the front when we come up. It's great to give yourself a good stretch any time of day. This will be our last one. Come up. Then we'll inhale up to center. Float the arms down to the sides. Beautiful. We're going to come back into our shoulder width stance. And we're going to do one that is great for the heart, for heart opening. Also, it's really great if you're empathic. And most people into these healing type of exercises are quite empathic. And if you notice that you take on other people's energy, there's a lot of different Qigong practices and movements that we can do to get rid of other people's energy or energies we've just taken on from wherever. And it helps us to disperse it. So we're going to do monkey washes the fruit. So you could think of you're the monkey, I guess, washing the fruit. What it is, you're washing your energy. You're washing off any energy that's not serving you, non-beneficial energy. So we're bringing our hands down and shaking the hands like you're washing like you're washing away that energy. Monkey washing the fruit. So shaking it off, washing your energy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pause. Then connect your thumb to all four fingers. We're going to come up, and then we're going to come up on the toes. And then we're going to bounce down onto the heels. Now, let's change our stance for this. Let's bring our legs closer together. Shaking the hands, washing your fruit. Now we're going to pause, connect thumb to the four fingers. We're going to come up on the toes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our head to the right. Then we come back to center and we're going to drop down with ha, the heart sound. So bouncing into the heels, shaking off that energy. Wash your chi fruit. Beautiful. Then pause, connect the thumb to all four fingers. We're going to come up on the toes, arms come up just below the chin. Turn your head to the left. Come back to center and wash that fruit. We're going to do this a couple more times. Okay, pause, connecting thumb to the four fingers. Come up through the center. Now we're going to turn to the right again. Stay up on your toes if you can. Then head comes back to center, staying on the toes. Now we turn to the left. Now we come back to center and drop. Wash your fruit. We're going to do this one more time. Head's going to go to both sides. I'm going to switch though. So pause, connect the thumb to the four fingers. Let's come up onto the toes. Head's going to the left. We're going to come back to center, staying on the toes, over to the right, back to center, and drop. Wash that fruit one more time. Beautiful. Just take a moment. Fantastic. Now we're going to play with a little bit of balance that helps us really focus. And we're doing a lot of sitting if you're doing desk work or whatever you're doing. If you're doing a lot of, you're being, fairly sedentary, it's nice to power up our legs just a little bit. So let's just take a moment and we're going to bring our weight over to the left leg and we're going to bring up our hands and we're going to do an alternate leg and arm kick and punch. So kicking with the leg, punching with the arm, but it's going to be very slowly. So lifting up your right leg, left arm comes out for the punch. We come back, we touch down, we shift the weight over to the right. So now we're going to pick up the left leg, right arm. Kick, punch. It's like we're slow motion. This is actually harder for the balance to do it slow. Kick, punch, alternate arm and leg. We come over, we touch down with the toes, then the heels, pick up the opposite leg. Here we go. I'm not almost, I am a bit wobbly on this one. Out we go. Come back in, touching down. Bit of a squat, come down. Here we go. Couple more each side. Alternate arm and leg. touching down. Last one to this side. Beautiful. Just release. Fantastic. Now we're actually going to do another balance that's really good for the knees. So we're going to do two different versions of this. So bending through the knees, bringing our fists up, and then we come over to the left leg. We lift up the right, and we're pushing the knee forward and the right hip forward. The arms come down by the sides. So then you bring their fists back up, touching down with the toe. We come over to the right. We're onto the right leg. We're going to lift up the left. We're pushing the knee and the hip forward. Touching down, squat into the center, up, hip, touch down, squat, pressing the knee and the hip forward. One more to each side. This version, we're going to change it up. Last one to this side. Next time when we come over to this side, left again, we're going to slap the knee. That's right. We're going to come up, slap the knee. Getting some energy flowing in the knee. Bend, slap the knee. Squat. It's actually harder to go slow. I'm sure you've noticed. And once you get the movements down with these, one thing that's hard, that is harder for our balance, is when we're watching something that's moving, i.e. me. So once you get the move, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to stop looking at the camera and just look off to the side. Finding a little sign on my wall behind my camera. And I'm having a nice soft gaze at it. I feel more centered and balanced already. Okay, one more to each side. And release. Fantastic. Oh, okay, all right. Just take a moment. You probably feel a little bit of tingling and buzzing in your legs. That's fantastic. Beautiful. So we've done some stretching, some opening up. I want to do another one for the spine. That's really great. I'm going to turn around to show this one. So bringing one arm behind the back. And because I'm facing away from you, I'm doing the same side. So right arm beside you, the palm is facing up. Now what we're going to do, come into a little bit wider of a stance. You want a bit soft, you want definite softness here, a bit of bend in the knees. What we're going to do is we're going to turn to the left, come off the right heel, and we're going to turn. It's like you're passing somebody, you know, maybe passing a, here's a teacup, here's a cup of coffee, whatever. Bringing that back down to the side. Now we're going to bring the right arm in behind. Left palm face up. We're going to come off the left heel as we turn to the right. So you're turning. You're bringing that heel down, bringing the arms behind. Palm face up. We're purposely going slow off the heel. We turn, nice stretch in the spine. We come back, we drop down, bring the arm behind. Palm up. We're going to turn, come back, down, and release. Fantastic. I was going to say now you can turn around, but I think I'm going to guess you're already turned around. Oh, awesome. Just give this a little shake. We already did some shaking. Awesome, awesome. So here we go. We're going to play with balancing out our left and our right, our yin and our yang. And so we're going to float the arms up together to start. So we're going to inhale as we float the arms up. Exhaling as you float the arms down. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Now pause down here. Now we're going to raise just the left arm. Up, down. Yes, it's very simple and very slow. Inhale, right arm up, down. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Just imagine you've got golden light surrounding you. And you're raising that golden light with your arms. Now we're going to change this movement up a little bit into Quan Yin paints the rainbow. Quan Yin is the goddess of compassion. So I think one of the most important things is for us to have compassion for ourselves. When you have compassion for yourself, then you have more to give others. So as we go into it now with the left arm, we're going to come all the way up and around, and then we're going to pause. Right arm all the way up and down. Now we're playing with the entire spectrum of light. The entire spectrum of energy. Now this one we're going to hold up. Pause here. Now what we're going to do is this hand, as it comes up, we're going to bring the other hand up with it. Left palm up, left palm down, right palm up. Now we turn the right palm over and then come down. So now we're going to come over to the left arm, circle it around. And then when it comes down beside you, both arms are coming up, left palm up, right palm down. Now turn the left palm down. Both come down to the sides. We're going to switch over to the right side. That arm's going to circle around. And then it's going to come up with the left facing down. And now we turn the right over. Both come down. So we're going to go from side to side. Inhale up with the left arm. Exhaling down. So we inhale, turn that palm over, exhale, right arm circles. Inhale, exhaling down, then inhale together, turn the right over, exhale down. Now the left arm's going to circle. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. I realized now we're going to circle the right arm. I got so zenned out there, I forgot where I was. How awesome is that? Inhale up, palm over, exhale down. Now we're going to circle the left. I got so into the energy, I was like, I don't even know where I am. We're going to do one more to each side. I'm going to hold this one down. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more each side. Let's circle the left arm. This feels appropriate. Turning it over. Now our last one on our right. We're going to bring the hands up together. Now we're going to float down. Well, hopefully you feel like you've brought in some more compassion. Let's bring our legs together. And we are going to do some centering. Really help us to bring our energy back home to us. Bring us back to center, back to feeling grounded. So let's have our right palm face up at our abdomen. We're going to circle around with the left. Comes above the head, and then it comes down the midline, the thumb facing towards you. Palm face up. Now circle around with the right. Inhale, down through the center. Exhale. Palm face up. Left arm circles. Inhale. Exhale. One more to each side. Now we're going to interlock our hands, the webbing between the thumb and the index finger. We're going to place our hands over our bellies. Dropping down the eyelids or a soft gaze, whatever works for you. Really soften through the legs, the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Allow your body to rock and sway if that's what it wants to do. This is bamboo in the wind. As we wrap up our midday reset, or maybe perhaps any time of the day reset. Beautiful. Bringing yourself to stillness. Open the eyes, come back to being present. So I hope that helped you to release some stress, both out of your nervous system, out of your muscles, and help to bring you back to presence. And hopefully now you have like more calm energy that you can take into the rest of your day for whatever else it is you need to do. So with the yin and yang symbol, I wish you a fantastic rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.